good evening to Dr. Roslida and all my fellow friends.
Hello, Doctor.
Hello. So today we are going to discuss about the practical 9 about application of forensic toxicology in crime case. So before that, let us introduce ourselves first.
Okay, my name is Nisa Nabila and my metric number is 181835.
My name is Ong Sing and my metric number is 181441.
My name is Alia Azul. My metric number is 18-2001.
My name is Winnie and my metric number is 1546.
Why do you have to introduce ourselves?
My name is Nurul Ashikin. My metric number is 182281. My name is Nabila binti Azmi and my metric number is 181842.
And by the way, we are from group 3.
Okay, so
let's
we
start
have
off.
watched the video about the topic about death by poison by the blood. So today we are going to discuss some topic about it in this video.
That's all the question.
Here's a question given.
Mhm.
Should we read out the question?
Yeah.
Sure. So we should read out.
question.
So for the first questions, provide the name of poisons used in this case. Discuss the properties, symptoms, and signs exerted by those poisons within acute and chronic period. So what kind of poison that in this video?
So based on our observation, we can identify the two poison used in this video, which is the barium carbonate and arsenic
Arsenic.
trioxide.
Oh,
Arsenic what?
trioxide, as you know, is arsenic.
But usually we call arsenic.
Arsenic.
The generic.
Okay, so you can
Proceed.
proceed to the discussion on the barium carbonate.
Oh, I start with the very carbonate.
The barium carbonate
First,
the
Oh,
use
the
first.
first.
Yeah.
First.
Can you talk a bit about how
How is it?
how it
At first, the Nancy is poisoned by her husband with the barium carbonate. Her husband Richard put the barium carbonate inside the pill, so as a vitamin. So the Nancy thought it's a normal vitamin, it's good for her lah. But actually, she didn't realize actually it's they contain the poison inside. Okay.
and then
Anything else?
What about the symptoms?
So the properties of the barium
It
carbonate,
doesn't effective, right?
it doesn't affect because maybe not very high dose.
Okay.
So you cannot like cause
Maybe
body
she
organ
did.
damage.
she did have stomach pain after that.
Or stomach pain.
When first time she drink the soda something like that.
Or that one also contain barium carbonate.
And yeah, I think because it's in powder form.
Oh yeah, the
The
one
night after
the
that she
yeah, I
have,
remember.
During washing movie.
Yeah, during watching the theater.
Later.
The ones they reconcile. They said that.
Oh.
Okay.
To the ration.
Okay. Proceed with the forward.
Properties. So the properties of barium carbonate. This is the toxic chemical used in the production of the glass. Firstly, and is in a white powder form. Is insoluble in water and soluble in most acid, but except for the sulfuric acid. And then it's used. Normally, this poison will be used as the red poisons, brick, ceramic glass, and cement. So mostly you will use in the cement industry lah.
Construction.
Lah mostly.
Oh god. And then
For the symptom will be showing. What I found out is acute one lah.
okay.
Chronic I couldn't find out. So for the acute one, it will show like diarrhea, hypocalcemia, sorry,
Hey.
and muscle weakness, and it may show about headache, peripheral weakness, paralysis, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain, and it may show respiratory paralysis, death.
Oh, this for acute.
This one for acute one.
Oh, can it then
Maybe
as well?
high dose.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the Richard gives the small
It's
lower
small.
dose.
Ah,
That's
yeah,
why
no wonder
it show no effect.
no effect.
So then after that only you arsenic.
Then after Richard found that the barium carbonate show no effect.
Ah.
If
After 2 months,
Nancy.
or 2 months or 6 months.
For
4 months.
4 months.
Am I not mistaken?
So he used arsenic to poison her wife, his wife. So basically, arsenic is used for the sometimes used for the rat poison and
Oh, same as well.
pesticide.
Rat.
Rat poison. And then it also used it's also used in the glass production.
Also,
Oh, ceramic like.
same.
Oh, I thought it's same one. No, ceramic and glass.
and glass different.
Oh, okay.
Lain, different.
Glass is for tempered glass.
Okay.
Oh,
And ceramic is for plate. It's the
Oh.
ceramic plate.
Okay.
So the basic properties for essential like organic compound, and it is insoluble in the organic solvent, and basically it appears as a white powder.
But
Oh, like the one in the
silver
In the
colour.
in the one for the movie, it was a ball, a barium
Barium carbonate. The theatre one is barium carbonate.
carbonate. That's why you also say it was insoluble in water, but soluble in acid.
Yeah.
They put coke, right? Coke noisier.
That's why like see what Nancy can still see the what
Oh.
The
The
powder
powder.
above it, on top.
and then the symptom for the what arsenic is like the vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, like the Nancy symptoms, and also it has abdominal pain. She also
Oh, like the one in the picture.
yeah, the movie. Then it also can have the seizure, weakness, confusion, and also the seizures. Okay.
Caesar, okay.
For the chronic one, it may lead to the blood in the urine, cramping muscle, hair loss, stomach cramp, cardiovascular system disease such as myocardial injury, cardiac arrhythmias, and also neurological system like the confusion or memory loss.
This can be short term in like multi-system disease. Like everything is multi.
The organ failure,
yeah.
everything.
The respiratory, the neurology,
Oh,
the
that's why.
respiratory, everything.
Oh, okay.
Do they mention about the lethal dose? How the period for it to react?
I don't know, but
But inside that is 14 days, right?
What for arsenic?
Like 2 weeks like that.
14 days. 2 weeks, as in 14 days.
2 weeks, 13 weeks.
Oh,
At the
starting
highest
from
dose.
highest dose.
Highest dose of arsenic.
2 weeks the Richard gave to the wife.
Depend the dose also
Depends
lah.
on-
If like no effect, then put more.
Put more. And then the highest dose reached 2 weeks before her death.
Which 2 weeks. But after she was administered in the hospital, how many days?
She
So
admitted.
I think 6 days after that, that's already.
Okay.
If not mistaken.
To be added, arsenic it can exert its toxicity by inactivating the enzyme, like 200 enzyme in the body, including
indeed.
the cellular cellular energy pathway and DNA synthesis. They inhibit the enzyme from
Oh, okay.
Because of which-
Okay,
that's for the
Question one.
arsenic poison. Question one. So we proceed to the
Okay,
question two.
question 2. Okay, question will be us, will be me and Nabila. So the question will be, by assuming that you are the forensic toxicologist for this case, elaborate in details your role in handling this case from the very beginning. So I will explain the general role of the profession, and Nabila will relate it with the Nancy's case. So supposedly this forensic toxicologist, their work is actually to observe the impact of toxic substances in that body, and also they also will identify foreign chemical in the body together with the concentration, and then some specimens, and then they also will obtain some clinical specimen from the dead body, such as body fluid. They will find those things at autopsy of the dead body, and then the specimen include blood, urine, gastric materials, from the person, I mean from the body. And then after they obtain the specimen, they will do a toxicology analysis where they will interpret the results, and finally the analytical result from the tissue may actually reveal the person died from poisoning or not. Okay, Nabila.
Okay, for this case, firstly we determine the history of this case, which is Nancy is a woman, the mother and
Woman, of
she-
course.
of course a woman, and she's mother and work as architecture. Then one day she found that she have abdominal pain, and vomiting. Then when they do the physical examination, they found that her organ has no disease. But after done the urine taken and toxicity test, they found that there are arsenic in her urine and blood.
All over
Inside her body. So this is the arsenic is the cause of her organ failure, and then this is done after the autopsy of her corpse. And then the toxic manifestation of the arsenic start from the severe nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and some other gastrointestinal symptom. Then this arsenic will determine in the blood or urine. Tests for arsenic include hair, fingernail also, other than blood and urine lah. Then urine test for arsenic exposure is the most reliable test when the patient exposed to arsenic within the recent days.
a few days lah.
After few days it's more.
So it's reliable to use urine, but
urine.
then for the case of Nancy,
We use hair
because
to see the exposure.
because
How long?
it lasts
How
for
long?
6 to 12 months.
Because they got mention like arsenic actually it can attach to.
They
to
can
the
store
hair.
at
Just like you got
the
mentioned nails. Nail actually got
And this
arsenic.
also
can
it's
also.
all the what we call that
that
cells. Okay, then her hair testing was conducted. Revealed that starting 4 months before her death. So she has ingested the arsenic already 4 months before that. And after that, they have also done the forensic testing on the tablets in her
Very-
house to see that done the microscopic analysis or something like ultraviolet spectroscopy, then identify the barium carbonate. The barium carbonate is used in the glass production. Yeah. Okay, then that's all the forensic testing done.
Okay, proceed.
Also, according to the question, we have to give an example of a similar case, which is which is on the toxicology, and provide a summary of the case, and it should be a real case. So
it should be in Malaysian, right?
No, it can be
Malaysian. Okay.
So what I found is an international case which happened in 1994. So in the March of 1994, a Chinese named Zhu Ling,
okay.
she is a sophomore who enrolled in Tsinghua University, was poisoned, and she.
Sophomore is
First year.
Second year.
So during the day of incident, she complained about acute stomach ache, drastic hair loss, leg pain, and loss of muscular eye control. And also she experienced partial facial paralysis.
Yeah, the one dripping.
This is neurology.
No, it's
System disorder.
Okay, then
And also the investigator found out that Juling started to experience tingle and numbness sensation at her palms,
okay.
and also following by the nauseous, diarrhea, and also pain during the December of the previous year, before the incident. So so after the investigation, they make the conclusion that she has been poisoned with thallium.
Thallium.
Yeah, thallium is
That is biological.
it's kind of it's a chemical weapons.
Oh, it's chemical.
What's
It's not
chemical?
living.
Used for what?
Thallium is a kind of metals which can be found on like in nature, like in the earth.
Oh,
It also a kind of metals that used for experiment and it also has been used as a weapon during the Cold War.
Okay.
Yeah, by the Soviet Union. So the investigator like found that the possible
Reason.
the
Possible.
Okay.
Motive.
Motive.
it's not the reason. Suspected what?
Suspected person. Suspected lah. Person who
They suspect.
The suspect.
Oh my
Okay.
Suspect.
They think that the suspect is her roommate,
Oh really?
and her roommate
Why?
is also a research assistant
Oh no wonder.
for one professor in Tsinghua University, and the motive they believe is
To test out.
because of the jealousy towards her roommate. Maybe her
Term of-
roommate is very like excellent in academic or the curriculum. And she is quite pretty actually.
Oh, that sense.
Yeah.
Of course lah.
And after
Oh.
during the incident, she was admitted to hospital and she survived until today, but she
Survive.
but she like is
Traumatized.
no, she has the mental age of
Growth.
4 years.
Oh,
It's like-
serious lah.
Like she has the mental retardation since the poisoning.
Oh god.
Age degeneration.
I don't know whether the face everything can be normal again.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
Did they mention how she?
Survive.
No, I mean how her roommate did it to her, like giving.
They try to find the evidence, but before the investigation started, like they think, because there is no evidence,
Oh no evidence.
they think that the person destroyed all the evidence. So until today, it's only like the suspect.
No killer.
Yeah, there's
The
no
killer.
conclusion
Oh,
of this case.
so the roommate is the suspect still free.
It's free.
But this case 1994, so
1994 up until
Not more
She
than
must
that.
be happy and forget.
But they just suspect her roommate. It's
So
not
like
necessary
Oh,
to
just
her
suspect.
brain already.
I'm sorry.
1994, her brain already increase lah. From 4-ish. Oh, she now has the age of Ong, so
Because I only 1 year, so then the one is 4 years old.
Okay
Then
lah.
how old are you ah?
I 29.
A bit older now lah.
29.
29. Oh, okay already.
Still young.
Alright,
You
okay.
old or not old.
Okay. Okay, let's proceed to the fourth question. The last question is it, in your opinion, how do you regard the career of a forensic toxicologist? Express it in your own way or style. You know what's mean by this question? How do you regard a career?
What was the question again?
Oh, what you can do in this, like being a toxicologist.
Your role, right? So, give back.
Give back. Sorry.
Okay, so what is it? Okay, I explain back. What is the forensic toxicology? Forensic toxicology is the use of toxicology and other disciplines such as analytical chemistry, pharmacology, and clinical chemistry to aid medical and legal investigation of death, poisoning, and drug use. So, what is the forensic toxicologist? Forensic toxicologist is those who perform that.
Perform.
Toxicology
those
testing.
toxicological testing.
The one
So,
to be in the lab.
They will perform a scientific test on the body fluid tissue sample, which to identify of any drug or poison that present in the body. So this
Okay. What's wrong?
What did you do? Okay, because it's mentioned about the toxicology, so this only to focus on the bodily fluids such as saliva, blood, semen, what else?
Urine.
Huh?
Urine.
Urine,
Hair,
fingernail.
So in Malaysia, we have this
Department.
Jabatan Kimia.
Okay, but it's true what?
It's true.
But still,
It's under PDRM. If you can see those who driving during alcohol drunk, so they will use those forensic toxicologists will perform alcohol testing.
They
The
want
blood
That's
testing.
conducted by police.
but they want to the police.
They have that one is for screening, and then
Just
for
a serious
confirmation.
case, yeah.
For confirmation, they have a screening and confirmation. Okay, the screening just breath testing, and then for confirmation they will use blood, urine, and then do
They will have some instrument that we have to blow like no.
breath test.
Oh, it's
Like that. Okay. So as we can see, for in the serious cases such like arsenic poisoning, so they will use like hair shaft. That's hair
fingernail.
shaft. In this case, they use hair shaft and divided into several vial to
They cut into portion. The same hair shaft.
But they have
So they continue.
intermediate, but interval. Interval
They want to
ways
see,
between that. So other than that, they also use nuclear reactor. The nuclear reactor to detect the gamma, right? Yes. Okay. Do you know anything? What? Maybe all of you can add something about the forensic toxicologist. Maybe you want to do. PDRM, no PDRM here. Those
No
do
PDRM.
internship in the PDRM. No. Okay, this forensic toxicology, besides they perform in the alcohol, they also perform on the illegal and prescription drug.
Okay.
What?
The overdose,
Overdose, drug abuse.
Amphetamine.
Vitamin.
Amphetamine.
Vitamin. I heard vitamin.
Amphetamine. No vitamin.
I heard vitamin. I thought vitamin supplements.
Poison, metal such like
Thallium.
and then cases is how of carbon monoxide, and then these cases, this career is not only for forensic toxicologists, not only for that part, but they have something yang also involved in the environmental, such as the chemicals. Pollution, contamination. Maybe that cases.
Like the one at Johor.
Not Johor is not involved.
Pasir Gudang.
The one Pasir Gudang.
Not involved about death.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, but
in the crime scene, but still
Still can we
they can use, but those the crime scene that involve the spill test, such like
Spillage of chemical.
Wait.
Or like Kim Jong Nam, is it? No.
No, that is intentional.
But still toxico.
But that was
yeah,
still
that's still
a
used
crime
to-
scene.
Okay.
That's it lah.
That's it. We have discussed too long.
Yeah, it's 23 minutes. Okay.
Okay, that's all from
With that, thank you, doctor.
Bye. Happy iftar.